Hello everyone, this is KID I'm the Man bringing you another model kit review of the Figurized Standard Kamen Rider Kuuga, Amazing Mighty Form. First off, this is a plastic model kit and not an action figure, which means you have to build it, paint it, and occasionally apply some color correcting stickers. And secondly, this could be a premium Bandai kit, but I could be wrong. So let me know in the comments below. Without further ado, let's take a closer look at Kamen Rider Kuuga, the Amazing Mighty Form. I actually had this model kit for over a year now, intending to build and review it right after the Onodera's Kuuga review. Then slowly new products started to show up and they took more priority than Godai. Now that my schedule's cleared up, I can finally make YouTube's first, hopefully, English review on Godai's Amazing Mighty Form. Since this set comes with some rising mighty parts, you'll be in for a nice surprise in this video. The process of building this kit was simple enough, just like any other Figurized Standard kits. Plus, since it's a model kit, you have the option to custom paint the errors. If not, you're gonna have to take special care when cutting out the gold plated parts and trimming the sprues, which you should already know by now. The sculpting of this figure is pretty amazing, pun intended, as it's technically 90% of the same sculpt as Onodera's Kuuga, but with some extra parts. Speaking of parts, the part separation on this kit was pretty good as well, as you only need some minor color correcting stickers. Even if you're not a fan of Kuuga, the combination of black and shiny gold plastic should be enough to convince you to get this kit. The head of the figure is practically the same as the base form Kuuga, with the foil stickers for the back of the visor to reflect light to show off the compound eyes detail. As usual, I didn't use the forehead gem sticker for the forehead as there might be some color piping potential. Plus, it's not necessary to apply all the stickers provided in every model kit you get. The torso of the figure makes a solid point that a black and gold color combo is simply the best, and the black plastic of the figure has a nice matte finish, which does not distract you from the shiny gold parts. The upper arms of the figure is the same as the base form Kuuga, and we get a new forearm mold to represent the new gold bands as seen in all rising forms. If you're not confident in painting between the bands, there's no shame in using the color correcting stickers here. But for the black on the wrist cuffs, I did use a Gundam marker to paint that in, since the sticker might not hold well on an uneven surface. At least the gold plated hand backplate is even to allow the sticker to adhere properly. As for the belt, since it's a part of the rising form, it gets a new mold. This belt comes in 4 different parts. There's the body of the belt, the 2 gold platings around it, and the yellow clear plastic to view the fan inside the driver. Since the belt is a new mold, there are new stickers, but feel free to custom paint it. I'll probably do it once these stickers look worn out or when they decide to fall off. But in the meantime, panel lining the side of the belt would do for now. The upper half of the legs are the same and will be the same for every existing and upcoming Kuuga model kits. The bottom of the legs are new. This is to incorporate the new anklet accessory, or shin guards, which I like to call them, which has their dedicated peg holes in them so you could peg in the golden anklet. As for the leg cuffs, although the bumps for the stickers are flat here, I thought I should keep the consistency going by painting them black myself. For the back of the figure, a color correcting sticker is used to place on that gold inner armor. How this figure is designed is that it has an articulation frame, like the skeleton, a body inner frame, which is the gold part you see here, and lastly the outer body armor, with the impressive pecs, all coming together in a nice tight fit. I'm not sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing. The butt of the figure has a peg hole for special occasions, and here is the back of the new legs with the new design. Last but not least, here's the signature design of the bottom of the boots for all of the Kuugas. If you had the Onodera Kuuga set, you could use the ceiling stickers exclusive to that set for the tip of the boots. Now, since this is a plastic model kit, you're gonna have nut marks. No matter how skilled you are, they're always going to be present on any model kits, unless you decide to do a complete overhaul and repaint the entire figure. This means covering up the fantastic gold plating. For the black plastic, they are slightly obvious, but you can sand it down to cover it up. If the parts are interchangeable, you can hide the most obvious nut marks to the back of the figure, like how I did for the shoulder pads. Now, credit where credit is due, Bandai did their best to avoid having nut marks on the major areas, especially from the front of the figure. And even if it does, you won't notice it from afar. This set comes with fists, relaxed posing hand, left posing hand, right posing hand, signature thumbs up and down hand, 2 rider kick effect piece that fits like a glass slipper. Unlike Onodera's Kuuga, this set comes with limited backhand plates. So in the event you want to use the other posing hands, you're gonna need to remove the correct plates and replace them on the hands you need. Basically, right open hand fits the right posing hand, and vice versa for the left, and the right fist for the thumbs up hand. Also, you can recreate the poses from the show. Oh, and a stand. It's a standard figurized stand where you have to remove the posable sections to readjust the angles. After that, you can bend Kuuga over and put the adapter in his tailbone, so you can do a rider kick. Comparing this figure with our only Kuuga figure, you can see what I mean by Godai having a similar mode. Only differences are the color and the finish. Now, we do have the extra parts for the Rising Mighty here, but if I were to use it on Onodera, the red of the forearm won't match the rest of the figure. You'll have the matte red with the glossy metallic red on the figure, which isn't my thing. There's also the same gold parts for the inner armor of the body, along with some color correcting stickers. You got the new right lower leg part for the anklet, new driver parts, and their stickers, which is exactly the same as the Amazing Mighty. Lastly, 4 new back plates and their respective stickers. So if you have Onodera but don't want to use these extra parts for him, I recommend you to purchase a new Godai or even a second-hand Godai to add some variety to your collection. At the time of this recording, I've already ordered one, but it hasn't...
Special delivery!
Oh! I'll unbox this off screen then. So after taking a while to unbox my package and sanitizing my parcel, I finally have Godai's Kuuga. Now, since this is a second-hand figure, there are of course impurities that requires a proper cleanup, such as the existing nut marks and stickers. So let's break this guy apart, apply the Rising Mighty extra parts, and give this figure new life. So just a quick update, trying to remove all of the necessary pieces just so that you can get to this particular stupid skeleton piece so that you can replace it with this particular goal area here of the new Kuuga body. That might be a very difficult task. The reason being is because of how the design of this particular armor is engineered. These 2 red pieces, they connect to the skeleton body very easily because of how it is designed. So this one is easy. But however, this particular tube area here is very tight, so that is one thing that you need to take care of if you want to make your own Kuuga. The next problem of this particular area here is by removing this particular shoulder armor piece, as well as how this particular joint is angled and designed. In order to pull it out, you have to pull it this way out. But because there is no friction or because there is no leverage, it's gonna be hard to take it out, even if you would like to make your very own version Rising Mighty. How I remove this particular piece is by dipping it into some hot water just for a few minutes or just for a few seconds, and then I was able to successfully remove it. However, I was not so lucky with the right joint here itself. In my haste of trying to look for some leverage, instead of just pulling it out this way, what I did was I was pushing it up this way, trying to get some kind of grip, and before I knew it, this whole front piece just literally... Although I was successfully able to remove this particular stupid shoulder pad, I now have a broken shoulder pad joint here. So it's gonna be a pain in the butt. The shoulder pad is going to be very loose. However, luckily for me, what I have with my arsenal of model kit making would be a cement. So stay tuned for that. Again, I will be doing it off screen because I don't have the specific setup to do it in front of the camera. I'll see you guys again soon. Now after applying the cement, here's the results. It's not perfect, but hopefully it holds up after applying the shoulder armor. So let's proceed to get the Rising Mighty parts out of the runners. Yeah, no, trying to cut this on camera in this particular angle, that is not going to work. So I am terribly sorry. We are going to do this off screen indefinitely. I'll see you all soon again. And here we have Kamen Rider Kuuga in his rising mighty form. So after spending a couple of hours of removing the parts from the runners, applying them on Godai's base form, we have given this second-hand figure new life. And I gotta say, this figure looks amazing, but in red. With the earlier shoulder issue, I managed to fix it. However, it is slightly loose and it's not as tight as before. Since there isn't a review on the Rising Mighty, here's a quick one. You're gonna have to live with the nut marks. Second-hand figure or not, at least you have full control of how to remove them. The driver on the belt is the exact same one of Amazing Mighty. The right leg has a new mold to attach to the new anklet part. Still very salty about the torso removal, we'll have to take note of that for future Kuuga sets. But all in all, these new parts make the figure looks nice and clean. You still have to use some color correcting stickers, but that's fine. For comparisons, they're still the same figure, just with a little color change. There's a difference in the anklet amount and the backhand plate design. Comparing to Onodera, it's a different shade of red. So if the minor red of the forearms doesn't bother you, feel free to use the Rising Mighty parts on Onodera, even if it's not show accurate. The hands has the new back plates design and stickers are needed. Speaking of, you will have the lack of back plates similarly to the Amazing Mighty. And you have a rider kick accessory. Here they are next to the Onodera's Kuuga, the previously reviewed Dino Knight Red Ranger, the Figurai Standard Kamen Rider Fire's XL form, a Lightning Collection in Space Blue Ranger, the Lightning Collection Monster figure, the Legacy Collection Movie Red Ranger, and Decade. Using the belt adapter C from Decade, you can remove the existing rider belt from the figure, place the adapter on the lower half of Kuuga, attach the Deca driver, then put them all together. So you get Decade as Kuuga in his Rising Mighty form. Repeat the same steps to have Decade as Kuuga in his Amazing Mighty form. So all in all, this set is pretty good. You get a cool looking model kit with a likable color scheme, and it does come with parts to upgrade your existing base form Kuuga. If you're a big fan of the Kuuga series and getting a SH Figuarts figure that's way above your price range, you can pick this guy up. Plus, it's fun building a model kit, as it's kinda therapeutic. Nowadays, a lot of figures are in a 6-inch scale, so this would really go well with your collection. Speaking of collection, do I need a Kamen Rider shelf? So, if you like this video, blast that like button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you think of this model kit, share this video with your friends and family to let them know that there's finally an English review of this kit, and feel free to subscribe, as I'm planning to upload a lot more premium Bandai Kamen Rider Figurai Standard model kits reviews in the future, so stay tuned for that. I hope you like this type of content, and feel free to check out the other figure reviews on this channel too. This is KID, I'm the man, and I'll see you all next time.